While Judge Fleischer usually keeps things professional, there are moments where the chaos pushes him over the edge and he snaps.
And if you don't straighten up and fly right, I'm gonna be all over you. Do you understand?
From outrageous outbursts to stone-cold shutdowns, here are 7 times Judge Fleischer lost his mind in court.
I'm not here to toy with you and play games with you. It's know what the expectation is in this court.
Get my 5 o'clock one first thing in the morning, Your Honor.
Then you come here and you ask.
Today in Judge Fleischer's courtroom, we've got a repeat performer who managed to skip not 1, not 5, but 19 court-ordered drug tests. And now, surprise, surprise, he's back in court.
Absolutely no tolerance because we've had one issue after the other. Testing positive for here, doing that over there. We've literally let you go over and over and over. And there's absolutely no excuse for the missed blows. How many missed blows do we have?
19, Your Honor. That's 7. Within that 7 are included. But Judge, I would ask, if possible, as I'm not the lead on this case, and I know Justin has had history with the court and Mr. Jones here on this case, if you would consider holding on the consideration of this matter until he returns on Tuesday of next week. So
I'm sorry, Ben. I can't. I have to know. You have to know that we mean business. I'm not here to toy with you and play games with you. Know what the expectation is in this court. You've been with me for as long as we've had. You're over there.
Because I have a cold, Your Honor. Cold weather. I apologize. So can I please speak on the breathalyzer?
No. You know what the expectation is. You have 19 missed tests. That's it. I'm sorry, Ben, I can't. You're here in his stead. You're a capable and outstanding lawyer. I have the utmost respect for you. But 19 missed tests are 19 missed tests. And I've been telling him since the absolute beginning, there's just no tolerance.
Oh, please,
no. It's you.
But to his credit, Your Honor, we have no positive UAs. He's been here on weekly UAs, so there's no indication that he's using this to obfuscate for alcohol.
Sleep early
Test. And he is blowing outside the window, so we don't know what he's doing.
Oh my God, sir, I go to sleep at 8 o'clock every night, sir. It's just the 10 o'clock ones, and I get my 5 o'clock one first thing in the morning, Your Honor.
Then you come here and you ask.
Oh, they just told me about this last week in pre-trial over there, and they said that I had a 45-day miss.
Judge Fleischer absolutely cannot believe the sheer number of missed tests. The defendant started swearing that he's trying for things to be different, but after 19 chances, that sounds like a broken record.
Please, Your Honor, it's just, I don't even drink.
From the 15th of November, you have been skipping tests. You have been to this court.
I go to sleep at 10 o'clock, and I still did the ones later on when I do wake up, and they told me this just last week, Your Honor. I swear to God. I swear on everything I love.
You know.
Please give me a chance, Your Honor.
Testing schedule is, and I've given you one
I started
pass after the other. He goes with you. No.
Oh my God.
Your Honor, may we discuss setting a new bond for him?
Of course.
Oh my gosh, Your Honor. Why? Please, I'm trying to do everything.
Goes with you.
Oh my gosh.
Bond is at 5,001 now because of the prior violations. I'll now set it at 10,002. I'm sorry, Ben, but he's tested positive literally over and over and over. He continues to test positive for marijuana. When I've told him to stop, he's tested positive for opiates. He's tested positive for this. Now he's skipping blows. He has obscured the camera as well?
It's not necessarily that he's obscured the camera, but it's too dark to see it. It doesn't mean that there's.
It's the same thing. If we can't see you in the camera, then you're fooling. And I'm done with the fooling. That's it.
Judge Fleischer gave this man exactly what he deserved. No more second chances, no more excuses. After 19 missed tests and a courtroom full of empty promises, the judge made it clear. Accountability has officially entered the chat.
What am I supposed to do? All I'm asking you to do is stay away from this place.
And just when you thought courtrooms were boring, boom, the defendant flips the script and sends Judge Fleischer straight to the edge. Let's just say things got real tense, real fast.
And so it looks like he walked through an exclusion zone, which is, speaking with pretrial, is actually larger than it normally is. I think it's at 500 Is it 500
I
feet?
at 500 feet because I didn't want him to go anywhere near the complaining witness in this case.
Yes, Judge.
This is the same complaining witness that we have the last case that I know PC'd.
No, the two are unrelated.
They are different complaining, Judge.
Yes. And so the terroristic threat was, they're both strangers. The terroristic threat is, the allegation is that my client asked to bum a cigarette, got in an argument when he died. And then the newer case with no PC was that some random person's window was broken and somehow my client got charged with it when no one saw or had any evidence to believe that he had done it. But when the police made scene, he didn't have a kitchen knife, I believe, is the allegation. I will say that the new case, it was no PC, but there's also no evidence. There's no offense report. There's no videos because it's a week old.
Because they didn't go get anything because I know PC'd it.
Well, that's part of it. It's also Baytown, and Baytown.
But the problem is that we continue to have issues with Mr. Franklin.
So Mr. Franklin is going to have issues on bond or not, Your Honor. His mental illness is quite severe. He's received hospitalizations in the past. His orange sheet is right at a page, if not over. And so the system is aware. I would take this court, or ask this court to take caution in the sense that we're not having a formal hearing. There's no testimony presented. I'm fine with having a conversation. But if the court should wish to revoke his bond...
We're having a hearing right now.
Well, then nothing has been admitted because there was no admissible evidence. I'll find to discuss with the court what has been alleged, but there is no admissible evidence of either location or possession because nobody has testified to either. And I don't think the pretrial services officer in this room would have the ability to testify how a GPS device works. Not to be mean to her, but it's not her job, and so she's not going to have any knowledge of the first-hand knowledge of the device. We
continue to have issues with Mr. Franklin, and I'm tired of it. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I only have one way to fix this.
The lawyer gave it everything he had, but Judge Fleischer, yeah, he was done, and no amount of courtroom theatrics was going to save this one.
So that there's another 30 days. I'm not going to sit here and wait for him to have another bond violation. No, because he's doing whatever he wants to do, because that's what's happening here.
Yes, Judge. And if you'd like to revoke his bond, which I can understand the court's position, I would just ask that we have a formal hearing with testimony where the rules of evidence would apply, which statutorily they would apply to any revocation of bond.
I'm still going to take him into custody. I find that he's a danger to our community. He's continuing to just... Mr. Franklin, what am I supposed to do? Continue to let this happen
for me.
Don't fall.
I ain't getting no justice.
I found no PC on your case last time.
I ain't getting nothing to nobody.
All I'm asking you to do is stay away from this place.
What I'm supposed to do? I'm trying to take care of my nieces and nephews, running back and forth to the store and stuff. What I'm supposed to do? What you want me to do?
If you need things, we can...
All I'm doing is the best I can. I'm not doing nothing to nobody. What you want me to do? I didn't have nothing to do with none of this.
Listen.
You ain't stopping nobody from raping me.
You could see it all over Judge Fleischer's face. He had zero tolerance left. The defendant was in tears, trying to explain himself, but the judge's expression said it all.
I don't want you to go near where the complaining witnesses live. That's all I'm asking you to do.
But I was just happened to go to my oldest cousin's house and my mother-in-law's house, get food, and then go get my medicine.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to talk with Mr. Meunier right now, and I want to know exactly where they live in relation to this address. That's what I want to know. I'm
my mother's address
to put you in or not. All I want to know is why. Because I've asked you not to go to this place, and yet, no. I want you to talk to your lawyer, and I want to figure out where the places are where your mom lives, where the cousins live, so we know exactly where you can and can't go. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And just like that, Judge Fleischer dropped the hammer of justice, unapologetically.
And when you're threatening, abusive, harassing, I'm going to take care of you and I will light you up like a damn Christmas tree.
Moving on, things are already off to a rocky start as the defendant's facing charges for evading arrest and making a terroristic threat. But wait, it only gets worse from here.
Person search on the defendant revealed he had 2, he had a prior arrest and an active felony warrant. Upon contact with the complainant advised the defendant was driving up and down the street in his car and crashed. The complainant stated the defendant began to tell the complainant he was going to shoot him and kill him. The complainant advised the defendant then began to reach into his waistband and kept saying he was going to shoot him. The complainant feared for his life and felt threatened by the defendant's statement.
I will say, gun was never found. No charges where the gun were ever filed. They charged him with terroristic threat. They would have charged him with ag assault if the police had believed that a firearm was used.
Mr. Bledsoe, let me make something perfectly clear to you. I will do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. And I don't care if I have to make your bond $2 million. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes,
I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what, nothing. I want my county safe. You will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me that you're not going to have any weapons whatsoever. And if I find that you have a weapon, I can have a contempt hearing. You're looking at 180 days in jail every time if you're caught with a gun. Do you understand? I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is going to be in your system as well. I'm ordering you not to use alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you like crazy. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What do you do for a living?
I work for Leland Airmark Bakery.
Okay, that's what you need to concentrate on. Working a lot so that your time is occupied. When you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have? Thank you. Do you have a Texas driver license? It's a yes or it's a no. Then you're not allowed to drive. On this affidavit, you will also be promising me that you're not going to drive.
He's already got an open felony case, and he didn't stop there when it came to digging his own legal grave.
I am also putting on this affidavit that you're not going to drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're looking around, you're just heed this warning. Mr. Bledsoe, do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I totally understand.
And Judge, I don't believe there has been actually any evidence presented to warrant
Hold
upon
on, Stephen.
revocation.
She told me yesterday that there had been multiple threats.
So, all right, to circle back, there's a couple things. In speaking with pretrial, I have not received any information about threats. I've received information about cursing and rude behavior.
Yes, Judge.
Don't
there was
speak.
no like threat of like harm or anything like that. It was just more so attitude. He was making people in our office a little bit uncomfortable just with his demeanor and the things that he was saying, but none of it, to my knowledge, has been anything, putting anyone in danger, threatening danger, anything of that sort.
This is where
You
I'll
have an open criminal case. You're to be humble and contrite. And when you're not, and when you're threatening, abusive, harassing, I'm going to take care of you and I will light you up like a damn Christmas tree. Do you understand? It is unacceptable, the behavior that you have displayed here with myself, with pretrial, with the people down over there. And if you don't straighten up and fly right, I'm going to be all over you. Do you understand? One false move again. This is not supposed to be a happy time for you. I will classify you as a danger, revoke your bond, and make it so high you will have teeth falling out. Do you understand?
Sir.
Take a seat.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh no, he's still smoking weed then. I mean, if they told him not to use any kind of illegal drugs, and he tested positive right now, give me the date, please. Come up, Mr. Bledsoe. You're not off the hook yet.
This is where I will repeat my assertion that since he's out on bond, he's entitled to a hearing where the rules of evidence would apply.
What we're doing right now.
Well, then I'm going to object to hearsay to anything and everything being heard by the court.
What day was the magic condition for no using, please? You're on notice now. You will stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
And just like that, Judge Fleischer shuts him down. Let's just say he offered a lifeline, but wrapped in a verbal smackdown. The whole courtroom felt it.
I recommended that he get started with some therapy.
you know.
Yeah, I'm going to help you get started with that therapy right now. Guess what happens? Guess.
Well, that wasn't the only time a repeat offender entered the courtroom acting like he was in the right. Spoiler alert, he wasn't, and Judge Fleischer made sure he got a crash course in who really calls the shots.
You were in here the other day, and you were acting like it's all little bunnies jumping in the woods, all happy-go-lucky, knowing full well that you had a ton of bond violations. You were to have a curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4:30 in the morning?
That was brutal, but with 13 violations under his belt, it was bound to happen. Judge Fleischer didn't hold back, and honestly, someone had to say it.
Show me the money. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for you today, Miss Dixon.
Next up, we've got a defendant already out on bond for who knows what, and let's just say her behavior in court isn't exactly helping her case. When it comes to making a good impression, she's definitely missing the mark.
In this life, you are only as good as the proof that you don't have.
Judge, the instructor, I got an email from him that she sent me saying that she's been going to the classes and that class was canceled on the 4th yesterday. But she did, attempt to go to the class. So she's been going. She did already take a test, and this is one where she did fail the first test. So she's been working on it. It's not enough.
I mean, here we are. How many resets have we had? We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 resets since May. You're now in December. You have had 5 to 6 months. Show me the money. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for you today, Miss Dixon. Show me. 5 to 6 months. Are you playing Candy Crush? What's going on over there?
I'm trying to text him.
Texting who?
The instructor. Like, what I'm supposed to show you? Because I don't have no proof. Like, I don't have nothing.
Tell me, what have you done?
I went to the class.
Okay. Which class did you go to?
The GED resource.
Okay. And because the way I understand it, there are different modules that you do. You do science, you do language arts, you do math, you do, and whatever else it may be. You go through each section, you complete it, take a test, and then when you're done with everything, you take an overall test, and then you get a diploma.
That's not
what have you done?
Basically explaining how everything's going to go, and I was going to finish everything else Wednesday when I was going to go, but the class was canceled.
Who is the provider that you have?
His name is...
Grab me a phone number, because I'd like to call them right now.
Judge Fleischer just pulled a move nobody saw coming. He called the provider himself to get to the bottom of things. Now that's called taking justice into your own hands.
Yes, my name is David Fleischer. I'm a judge here in Harris County. And I have someone that's with me in our court, and she's doing a program with you guys to try to get a GED. I'd like to confirm that's Coriel Dixon.
So yeah, it's kind of twofold. They take an assessment. Based on that assessment, allows me to know where the student is as far as their grade level in math and in reading. Based on that, they go on 2 tracks. And so one track is like a bow-based education where we're just literally working on kind of some elementary reading and math skills.
Okay.
Or a GED track where they're ready for GED contests. And so, yeah, and I usually just, go from there. I work with my GED students individually. And
how long does the process take? And how long can we expect it?
Well, so that's honestly kind of a loaded question. Depends on where they fall. I believe Coriel scored pretty well.
Great.
So, yeah, and, you know, I worked with people that have gotten the GED in 3 weeks. I worked with people that have gotten the GED in 2 years.
Oh, yeah. I can't do 3 years. That's too much.
Well,
I know, I'm kidding.
No, I understand that.
She's been faithfully attending, though. Yay or nay?
Yes.
Okay, great.
And with some consistency, 3 to 4 months, maybe less.
Stick with it, because I think at the end of the game, our goal here is that she ends with that diploma.
In a surprising turn of events, it was the instructor who stepped in and saved Ms. Dixon from sinking.
So why go back?
What do you mean?
Why go back to the same location over and over if you know that they're going to beat you up?
The next defendant had it coming, and Judge Fleischer made sure the consequences hit hard. No sugarcoating, no sympathy, just accountability served cold and straight to the point.
Why does this keep happening? Over and over and over. You pled on the 17th of December, and not 3 weeks later, you have now another criminal trespass. Why would I keep doing this?
Officers don't like me out here, man. They be harassing me. They beat me up. They assaulted me. They put me in the hospital. They tried to kill me.
So why go back?
What do you mean?
Why go back to the same location over and over if you know that they're going to beat you up? I don't know, Lori. We're doing the same shots over and over and over. Last year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cases just last year. You pled at the end of December. January, you've got a new case. We let you out. You took off on us 2 more times. And the only reason we have you now is because you picked up an interference. And now we're doing the same thing over. I'm not going to do this.
After 9 cases, the defendant was back in front of Judge Fleischer, and let's just say the judge's patience clocked out long before this hearing even began.
And I don't care if you come here with a baby to try to save your ass from going into custody.
The last defendant managed to tick off the judge in the absolute worst way possible. If courtroom frustration had a champion, this guy just took the crown.
I'm not happy with you. You have a monitor on your ankle. It's been dead. Is it still dead now?
I keep my charger with me.
You keep your charger on you, but you don't use the charger because it has gone dead over and over. And I don't care if you come here with a baby to try to save your ass from going into custody.
I'm not trying to save him. I'm the only one that could have watched him right now.
What's going to happen if you go to jail? These are things that you think about when you're in the free world and when you have bond conditions. Don't come back here with the baby, because if you're here and I put you in custody for one reason or the other, I will call CPS. We will hold you accountable. And if you continue to piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, there will be issues.
Well, that's exactly what he deserved, showing up without charging his ankle monitor and bringing a baby into court. Judge Fleischer wasn't exactly impressed with that level of preparedness. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this courtroom drama and want more, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.